With .NET 6, we can now use a new method on the Enumerable called chunk. Let's see how it works. Here we have a list of students and we select the score. And what we want to do is we want to essentially page through in chunks of 30 or in page size of 30. And we want to process each 30 students page by page. And there's obviously different use cases for this. But what we'll need to do is we get an Enumerable and essentially we get into this infinite loop and we skip 0, currently it's 0, we take 30 and we check if there are any results. If there are, we process the score for the chunk and then we increment the index and go again until there are no more students left, and then we break out of the loop. And this could be a typical way to solve this in the past. Now you'll see we print out the top score and the bottom score. Just looking at the process score for the chunk, we basically take the chunk and we say, what is the top score, what is the bottom score, and we print them out. Now, for production code, I would probably rather lean towards using a numerator. So you get the numerator of all students, and then we do the move next and get the paging like that. This while true could work, especially if we've got a list in memory already. That can work. But as soon as you're working with enumerators, especially that are doing yield returns, you would much rather get the enumerator and then move through it. So .NET 6 has a great feature, and I'm really quite excited about it, and it's called chunk on the Enumerable. So once again, what we'll do, we can remove most of this code, but essentially we just take all students and we say chunk, and there you can say what is the chunk size. In our case, we've defined it on top. We'll say chunk size, and we can essentially now do a for each loop here, and we'll take each chunk like that. We'll call it student chunk and process it. And that'll be all that we'll need to do. So we can take that check out. We can take all of this out. We can take the while loop out. We can take the index out. And we can take this incrementer out. And you'll see here we are a lot simpler. We take the chunk and we loop through the chunk. So it's an enumerable of enumerables. So we'll take 30, get them over here, process them, take the next 30, get them over here, and off we go. And if we run this, we should expect the same results as before. Here we go. Same results as before. Cool, isn't it?